results and it was like, okay, you're good with pharmaceutical chemistry. Draw the structure of toluene. Draw the structure of phenol, which was okay. Then the one I had issue was when they say, draw the structure of aspirin. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Marianne Chanel Kocha. Welcome back. And I'm sorry for the noise. Again, I'm so sorry for the noise. I'm going to sort it out. So what I'll be talking about in today's video is my interview questions. Questions I was asked during my FPGOP interview and the issues I faced, the challenges I faced, and what to expect. Stay tuned. The challenge I faced was accommodation. Place within the school that's close to school or inside the school. You can book a hotel or an apartment. You can also share with your colleague that is undergoing that program. So lucky for me, my friends that graduated from the same school with me, we shared a hotel room. But that hotel, there was no food in the hotel. Once in a while, they'll cut the lights, and once in a while, the water will not be flowing. And we had issue with the gate man, because after school, since they don't sell food in the hotel, we walk down outside or to look for a restaurant where to get food to eat. While coming back, they start asking you silly questions. Where are you coming from? Did you jump inside this place? Asking unnecessary questions, which was an issue for me. It is not fun. Then, as you're showing outside to get food, you see some boys walking up to you. I'm saying hi. You don't want to talk. You're tired. After a long lecture, you want to just eat and go back home. So just bear in mind. So I advise you to get a place close to school for security purposes, for safety, and get more information about the place before you book. Because like me, during the exam period, when we are ready for our exams, the next thing, there's no lights. You want to shout, there's no water. Mosquito. Chineke. So just get a place close to school and a place that you're very sure of. You're sure that, yeah, their service is good. Because where I got, the hotel was terrible. Terrible service. No water, no food. Because why wouldn't you be selling food in the hotel? Terrible. The second issue is the exams. The lecturers are great, very great. The Benin lecturers are good. They can teach very well. I enjoyed the lectures. So basically what they're teaching us was more of tropical diseases like malaria, what you face during your internship or when you're working, what you see. It was actually fun. I enjoyed the drugs and stuff like that. But during the exam period, we're told that 50 questions will come from my center and 50 questions from the other center. So bear it in mind that during the exam, your exam scripts, there are some questions that you've not even seen, that you've not been taught. And I noticed that those questions were set by the other center, and we're not taught this. And I'm sure most of the questions they saw, they were not taught too. So just bear it in mind that there are some questions that you'll see that you're not taught in your center. But thank God we passed. Thank God I passed. Thank God. So that was an issue for me. So I just feel both centers should have the same syllables. It's going to make sense than instead of you entering the exam and seeing different questions and stuff that you've not been taught. It's not just making sense to me. But the lectures was great. I enjoyed the lecture. I did not miss the lecture for one bit. It was fun. Trust me, now I get why Benin pharmacy students are good. Their lecturers are great. So much knowledge, so much upstairs. It was fun. But another issue I had was outfits. I had issue with my outfit from the first day of the interview. My braids were so long, and the woman was like, "Younger, baby." That my hair is long. That when I'm going for an interview, I should pack it and make it short. And you're not used to this. Outside, nobody cares about how long your hair is and stuff like that. But when you're coming back to Nigeria, your braids colored to avoid trouble. Dress in corporates because it's going to boost your scores during the interview. Because apparently some people wore jeans, leggings. It's not making sense to me. It's an interview. You need to look professional. But during the class, I had issue with one of the lecturers because I wore a ripped jeans, which is not that bad to me. It was just my knew that it was ripped. And he was like, we don't wear this, yeah. As a pharmacist, you're not meant to do this, you're not meant to do that. And it was embarrassing. And I've not come with enough corporates because I flew from Abuja to Benin. And I don't want to carry excess luggage because I don't want to pay too much. So that was an issue for me. The outfit was an issue. So just dressed in corporates to avoid unnecessary drama. Then the notes. It is bulky. Bulky notes. I had no idea that the 6 weeks training that the notes would be much because I just thought that it was like more of revision and stuff like that. But bear in mind that for pharmacy, clinical pharmacy, we had like 4 or 5 lecturers and all of them with so much notes, so much information. It was just too much within 6 weeks. But thank God it was like more of like revision. So you have to read. There are lots to read. So I'm going to advise you start reading from that day. Because I started reading from the 2nd week and it was still an issue. It was still much. I'm going to advise you start reading from the 1st day. Because the note is much. Start reading from the 1st day to make your life easy. And other challenges like transport, the taxi. You know, I was inside school. I booked a hotel in school. And okay, to go to the pharmacy building, you need to book, you need to take a taxi, the school taxi. So the issue I had is you don't know who is who. There are different cars, and you be thinking that, oh, this is a taxi, hop in. It's not a taxi. Then some of the taxi men just rude. Like, I beg you, get your change. If you don't get their change, they go. It was terrible. Oh, I didn't really enjoy my stay there because I just met different people. Like, the way of communication was not just making sense to me. But thank God I'm done. And okay, the feeding. I was trying to adjust to the food, eating in a restaurant all through 6 weeks. It was hard. So I had to adjust to the food. So just bear it in mind that if you're staying in the hotel, that they are not cooking in that hotel. Eating outside is not just fun. Because I was trying to adjust to the food. So it was not fun for me. It was not fun. That was all. That's all I can remember for now. The questions asked during FPGOP interview. Basically, it's usually questions from your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd year. In my center, so this is it, my friends, they asked them questions about their thesis, your graduation project. So have knowledge about your graduation project. They don't want you to answer the question correctly, perfectly. They just want you to say something. They want you to have confidence. So don't panic. It's okay. You're going to pass the interview. So just revise, glance through, or just have their confidence, that knowledge, That's all. There's nothing much. So they asked me questions about PKA, which I was taught in my 1st day, PD. They asked me, okay, they'll ask you questions that, like, when you come in, they'll go through your results, like your certificates, and they'll go through it and like, okay, you're good. Like me, the man went through my results and I was like, okay, you're good with pharmaceutical chemistry. Draw the structure of toluene. Draw the structure of phenol, which was okay. Then the one I had issue was when they say, draw the structure of aspirin. Chineke. I could not remember that. So they asked me questions about structure. And he was coming with that. I was like, don't worry, if you don't know it, next. I was like, I don't know the structure of aspirin. I can't remember the structure of aspirin. I was like, it's fine. So the other lady asked me a question about biotechnology that was in my certificate. So she's like, what is biotechnology? And I explained. So they asked me a question about COVID, ingredients in hand sanitizer. And I mentioned the ingredients I can remember. So it's just basic questions. So they're like, okay, explain dispensing. When someone comes to your pharmacy, How would you dispense? And I said something. Just say something. Talk. Have that confidence. And that was all they wanted. Nothing much. So don't panic. The interview, it's easy. You're going to pass. Dress in corporate because it's going to boost your mark. Nothing much. Don't panic. You can do this. Thank you for listening. So this is my experience, my challenges during the FPGOP program. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, share with your friends, with other Nigerian pharmacists, foreign pharmacists. Thank you. I love you guys. Mwah!